as you can see, in the last few months we've had a plethora of attacks in the UK. We need to find a way of handling it, both in physical terms and maybe more importantly and more difficultly in ideological terms. So that needs a sort of dual response. One is, I think, the government has a strategy which is called the PREVENT strategy, to try and report on those who seem to be about to be or are in the middle of being radicalized and planning terrorist attacks. And I think also we need to look at more physical means of preventing terrorism. Something like, a ring of steel around major sporting or cultural or other events where there's likely to be a lot of innocent people grouped together who are out to enjoy themselves, and unfortunately, they may need to be physically protected.
Spoke about rings of steel, the cost of this, and the UK paid an enormous cost. Where do you draw the line? We can't have full surveillance on everybody. We can't protect every concert venue. Where are the red lines?
There are no red lines. You simply have to make a reasoned guess at what is acceptable. As you say, you can't follow everyone who might have a jihadist tendency. The cost is huge. I mean, just following one person on a 24/7 basis is a massive task. So you can only pick out the most egregious people who are likely to cause problems. And you can't erect rings of steel around everywhere. But I don't know whether you'd remember, but in the last stages of the IRA campaign, when they were attacking the City of London, it was pretty difficult to get in and out of the centre of London. There were sort of chicanes and all sorts of obstacles placed in your path. So again, there are things you can do, but it's a bit like Sisyphus, pushing his boulder uphill. As soon as you get to the top, it's going to go down again, and terrorism is never going to be completely eradicated. What you can do is try and do what you can to remove the sources of why people want to be terrorists, to the extent that that's compatible with an open democratic society, and you can put in place countermeasures up to a limited extent, which again pushes up against the boundaries of a liberal society.